boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26. Yard line.
For a touchdown.
Hey, we got three down.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now, that's a nice explosive run to get things started there. And there's something about when it's a night game, it seems a little bit more, meaning a little bit broader, a little bit crisper, maybe even the hitting and the contact's a bit more because guys have been waiting all day long to get at each other. And the best coaches that I played for, they handled night games really well, and they're a different animal than day games because you have to wait so long, yet you still have to harness all that intensity and then let it go at the proper time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Hey, all day, get nowhere.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Gun! Hey!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby. Nice play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
That is right.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Over. There we go. Nice play, baby.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gun! 57 the mic. Gun!
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got 3 down.
Back to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Lucky 56.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch number 29, 29.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty.
No. Check. Patriot. Check 26. Hatchet.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A handoff to Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Tight end's right. Even. Gun!
They're going to look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, get in the weight room. Hold the look.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Over! Leopard!
They get it to him running left. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Gun! Hey!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey! Move! Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Interception, baby! Let's go!
Leopard! Leopard!
Double tight! Double tight! Alert! Alert! Three down! Three down! Check! Crunch! Crunch!
Hot!
Crunch!
Over, 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 over!
Shift! Shift! Shift!
On first down, this is Geis. And some room to roam now. 20. A big play there out of Geis. 41 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Deuce! 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 Deuce!
Hot! Hot!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Check 24. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Leopard! Leopard!
Hey. Hey, check 20.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Slam, slam, slam.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. 6 man. Check curl.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Check.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Shepard deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
The intended receiver on the play. Third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 3. We got
Gun!
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now back to throw. Dixon, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
Hey, watch 28.
Gun!
Hey, here I come.
He'll drop to throw.
Check.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
80. He likes to get those jump balls.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Single the slot. 57's the mic.
Hot!
57's the mic.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the point after.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, hey, hey. We got three. We got three. Three down. Three down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
10 on the play.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Detroit!
On second down, here's Smith. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Watch 25.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hot, hot, hot. Crash, crash down, crash.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Over! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Lucky 56.
Alert. Check the right.
Detroit! Detroit!
25.
Detroit! Detroit!
25.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
Patriot!
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Here's a give to Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, He definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Baldwin. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And
he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Single set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Hot. Hot.
They'll look to throw here.
Let's go.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Come on. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Beckham. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
Patriot! Patriot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
4 down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Once again, for the EA Sports Game Day Award,
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
35's the mic.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, guys.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 4 down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
58, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Gun! Detroit! Hot!
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down.
Three down.
46 is right there. Check him.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Three down. Hey, check. 3 down. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Check 43.
Hot! Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 37. Kill.
Now a run with Geis. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And New York set to take the field.
Tight on the right.
3 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a give to Barkley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Gun!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He got 29 yards that time.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they will take a knee here.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Double tight. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now let's go!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.